was nice this morning. I'm in shorts and a short sleeve shirt, but now it's like all windy and nasty. Oh, I got something in my eye. Ouch. Okay, well, we're gonna take a little break from the edit bay, and I'm looking for my GorillaPod so that we can do a little open boxing of what came in the UPS today. Okay, we're gonna do a little open boxing. You gonna help me, Jeech? Here's the first one. Can you open it there, Jeech? With your scissors? Side, there you go. Okay. Alright, let's see.
It all works?
Yep. So there is this, the Sumo M, which is exactly like the Sumo but doesn't have a recorder. I'm guessing it's exactly the same. Yeah, no sound, so it's got no recorder in it, but no sound on the back. But it does have the two SDI and the loop out and the HDMI. So that's perfect for just monitoring. All the other options should be the same. We'll turn it on here in a few minutes and see what the options are. But that comes with monitor and, oops, hold on, Scotty. The manual, which is pretty nothing in it. This manual is pretty useless. For some reason, I got another chassis with it, which, sure, I mean, I don't know what it's going to be used for because I don't think it records anything. The feet, power supply, and the battery wings. So, there we go. Turn that on. Oh, she does. Oh, thank you, Scott. Okay, so that's gonna be great for monitoring our 2-camera stuff. Excuse me, you. Ugh. Yeah, so now we can get actual accurate monitoring on 2 cameras, which is good. All right, let's see what else we got, Scout. What? No, she's fine. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. 50-foot SDI, which is always good. More SDI. And then we'll put these. These are the extension arms for the Ronin because I've finally caved in and said, you know what, I gotta get the extension arms. I'm not sure how I got my Ursa on the Ronin successfully. I've done like 3 shoots with it on the Ronin, no problem. The last like 2 or 3 times I've gone to rig it, I've had to do all kinds of weird counterbalance stuff. So, you trying to pop that, Scotty? All right. There should be one more box eventually. Popping. Eventually today, I think.
Can we imagine he has to come back?
It might be like the on-track guy to come through. These might seem less exciting, but I'm quite excited for these because they are the Kupo 22-inch C-stand risers. That's all they are. It's just a riser. So if I had a turtle base, I could drop this in. Actually, I could use these as just mini C-stand arms, but these will go perfect. Actually, I should have 2 more boxes, or at least one more.
Yeah, it looks like you have a few other.
Because I have a couple other things for the monitor and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through one big box.
But these will go very nicely. Hold on a second. We got a pair of them. Come on. You didn't know grip gear came new, did you? These will go very nicely on the monitor cart in the corners, so we can put 2 monitors above the surface so that it'll actually fit up in the air, and so you can actually, normal people can see them if you're standing or sitting with a couple people. You can actually be able to mount 2 monitors next to each other without having them have to be in a tight V. Anyway, so we'll get those mounted. Are you popping those balloons?
Well, I would say it's perfect for her new boots.
It's your new boots, popsicle girl.
Any excuse to stop.
Okay, a few more boxes should be showing up today. Let's go plug in the Sumo M and get back to work editing. Oh, there's the other boxes. Here he comes. Boom, he's on his way in a hurry. This cul-de-sac does not help my posture, does it? Alright, so here's where we landed and everything. In that other box, there was the monitor mount for the monitor to go on a baby stand. And, oh, this nifty difty, whoa, as I just threw everything across the room. Sounds like there's some stuff, I'll have to address that. D-tap to dual USB. That's for the SSD adapters. I feel like I'm focusing very well. Anyway, because sometimes the old school batteries don't have USB, and I have a USB or D-tap USB adapter that goes right in the battery, but then sometimes it's hard to access the USB. So this is to help kind of make it more flexible and easier to plug stuff into USB on there. And then, of course, is the Rodelink news shooter, they call it. Oh my gosh. This shooting on the iPhone is so painful because, yeah, it looks so crappy half the time, but hey, at least the video's getting put up, right? So, this is the news shooter kit, which is different than just the filmmaker kit. Their names are so just like broad strokes, it cracks me up. The cool thing about this kit is it comes with the XLR unit, which is a transmitter, and another receiver. And the cool thing about the Rode version of the XLR transmitter is that it has not only a little headphone monitor on it, but you can plug in a TTRS or whatever you call that particular kind of connector. Basically a lav mic, right? Into this guy, and it becomes another kind of belt pack for a lav, which is awesome. So you're not stuck with just using it for one type of thing only. And some of you may have already known that. But the other cool thing, Rode's done some cool stuff. You can go AA batteries with this, or you can put the Sony MP style batteries on there. So Jared runs this guy in his Boom all the time, and he'll just stick a medium size NP on there, and it runs all day, which is awesome. The Sennheisers would run quite a long time on AA's. These guys, I have to kind of swap them out about lunchtime, keep an eye on them. The Rodes you could run, the Sennheisers, old school ones at least, you could run all day on 2 AA's without even thinking about it. But this reminds me, as I'm opening this, it comes with this little leather holster that doubles as a kind of a weather pack / has a belt thing on it, so you can put it on someone's belt pack too, or on their belt if you're using it as a lav mic. This reminds me of my first Sennheiser wireless kit I got. I remember it was so expensive, and we're talking about just the G2s, the straight up old school Sennheiser, wireless lavs, that all real sound guys would be like, oh yeah, you have the crappy stuff. And it's like, well, it's the best crappy you can buy. And that was probably 10 years ago that I got it, and I remember just thinking, there's no way I can afford this, what am I doing? But I had to have it because you need to mic people up. And it's just funny to me thinking about it now. This kit, I mean, it wasn't cheap. I think I paid $400 for this. and I think I paid $600 for my Sennheisers. And this is obviously, as things progress, this is a better setup than what I had with the Sennheisers. But anyway, I just remember getting that going, like, just blowing my mind, like, what am I doing? How am I? Is this a good decision? Do I have? But you know, you have to have your mic. So anyway, pretty cool. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be good. Oh, the reason why I got this was because my old Sennheiser stuff I was just talking about, I just have distortion or interference no matter what now, and part of that's just because it's not the G3s. It's not digital. It's straight up the old school analog G2s, which is, and the ones I have are on the I don't remember the scale or what it's called, but it's on the same frequencies. It's now been kind of outlawed for this kind of stuff, and it's just there's tons and tons of traffic on it, so I always have interference. So we're going to go with these guys, and that's going to move things along. I think this will do plug-in power through the what's it called, jack, and you can power it via USB, which is also pretty cool. So, and you can monitor your wireless there. Not that you're monitoring what's actually being captured to camera, but you can monitor what you're getting if you're doing like a boom, so you can hear your hand noises, or you can hear if it's on or off access, just as a boom operator. Well, I haven't done any like fine adjustments to the app. I need to upgrade the firmware and stuff, but I figured I'd end the video with this instead of. So basically, you guys strip the camera completely down. I could probably get some more weight off if I used not a battery. I bought some thin batteries a while ago for gimbal use when I was running my Red much shorter. But they still work for this guy with the extensions. But I might try it with the DTAP to XLR 4-pin XLR, which will power the camera via the Ronin. Problem is this particular battery, sometimes it overdraws too much from the Ronin, especially if you run a follow focus, and it shuts everything down. But we got it close. The motors aren't talking very much. I gotta look at the app and see what kind of you know, power curve I'm getting on the app. But tilt seems to be working okay. Get some decent speed out of it, because we're going to use this on a jib for a bathtub spot that we're doing in about a month, and so it helps to have we did something similar to this last time, and we ran the Red. I can't remember if we ran the Red or the 4K Ursa on it. Anyway, long story short, we should be good to go. You can hear it's not complaining too much. The motors aren't. And we just need to throw the follow focus on there and the rails, and that's about it. It shouldn't add too much to it. We should be good to go. So happy jib controlling, because this will hang under a jib just fine and give you all kinds of good motion. Good night.